Welcome, everyone, to the Brunch Gimmick. Welcome back after a week off. Appreciate everyone hanging with me. We've got Maria in the chat. Buenos dias, Maria. And we got Zach wishing us a National Pineapple Juice Day, which, sadly, not celebrating. I'm having a cherry Coke right now, as my family has long never celebrated National Pineapple Juice Day. We have had long beef with Pineapple Juice Day. But with me this week, we have Big Bad Boris, who, along with me, is celebrating National Baseball Jersey Day.
I want to know about your long beef with National Pineapple Juice Day.
It has lasted the millennia. Me and my family, it was frankly born in disrespect to our family. We can't really get into it. There have been, it cuts deep.
Well, I don't know why that's not the lead story today.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that I took coffee cup photos over a year ago, and I'm still not in the intro for the Brunch Gimmick. And I will continue to complain every time I'm on the Brunch Gimmick. Hello, Lawrence. Thank you for coming to hang out last night on Wrestling Society X and that little piece of nonsense. How are you doing this morning?
I'm pretty good. Like, full disclosure, for the last week, I was pretty sick. Like, I went to what was known as was called Wild Pride, which was like a protest, like accompanying Pride. Basically, there were like a pro-Israeli group involved in Pride. It's a long thing, but they did a protest, and like they also did like stops for like little historic moments in Montreal Pride history.
Oh, that's cool.
Of like, which was like super cool and interesting, and learning the history of Pride in Montreal. We've got the Canadian Goose in the chat, and Fernando, how are you doing, sir? Hope you're having a great weekend. But yes, while I went to that, I did get heat stroke, so bad, and that's a little bit of a warning here. If you have a weak stomach, mute this for a second. But I legitimately, on the way home, and I knew it was going to happen seconds before. Like, I felt it coming because like the second long stoplight on the bus home, I'm like, I'm gonna pass out. like I knew it was happening. Like I'm trying to stay awake. I'm drinking whatever water I have left, but like I must have gone out for like a few minutes. But like literally the thing in my head, which was like when I was about to go out, was like, please, for the love of God, do not let them stop this bus. Like I'm so close to home. And I don't want to like ruin everyone else's day. Which they did. They did ruin a few people's day because they did witness me pass out and then somehow like while unconscious throwing up on myself.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I didn't realize it till I got home later. Like I thought I just spilled my milkshake because I also got myself a milkshake, which was the other like the straw that broke the camel's back there.
Yeah, bad decision.
Yep. So I just wanted something to cool me down. And like I thought I just spilled it on myself when I passed out. And like I did the math, like, nope, this is not what that happened. I've ruined these shorts. And like like as I came to, a guy was handing me a napkin. And like I'm assuming to like dab off the sweat off my brow. And he's like, no, it was apparently to clean up all the puke on myself.
And they probably thought that you were like drunk and wasted,
yeah.
And yeah.
But also I was sweating like hell. So like it was either I was drunk or the heat. But yeah, they like I came to one guy was trying to get the attention of the bus driver, and another guy was trying to help me out, which was very nice. I thanked them both on the way out as I got home to my stop and like threw myself in an ice cold shower. And like all week I've been dizzy and had a headache.
Oh.
So I'm feeling better now. I'm almost back to 100%.
When I was a kid at summer camp, I got food poisoning, and in the middle of the night, I threw up on the kid next to me. I don't know why I felt the need to share that.
I was happy I didn't throw up on the person. That was one thing I was happy about. I was happy. Like I was happy I didn't throw up. I just threw like on myself.
You were your only victim?
Yeah. And the people who witnessed it.
Oh, well, fair.
Yeah. So feeling better this week. Like last week I definitely like wanted a week off from wrestling too. That's why we didn't do the show last week. I was not in the best mood after like witnessing SummerSlam and everything that like came off of the end of SummerSlam. I did not enjoy that. But yes, with Fernando, we'll get into that. Takeshita winning the G1 tournament, which is huge for him. Like basically he was the favorite going in, right? For like from what like he was a lot of people's picks to win. Because man, is Takeshita ever a star? Like from DDT, like many promotions around the world. Like he used to be in a tag team with Speedball and DDT for a little bit, for a hot minute.
Because I think he's like signed to 3 different companies at the same time, which is kind of unheard of.
He was the DDT World Champion for a bit. So like him, like making this move and like becoming a big star in New Japan as well is not surprising. And like I'm very excited for Takeshita. Like that dude is 100% a star.
Yeah, I agree.
Who like put him on any marketing and just looks like $1 billion. Like just built, just jacked to all hell, giant dude, crazy athletic. Like it makes sense. A lot of people weren't happy with the booking. That Evil was in the final. That basically a lot of people aren't happy with Gato, who's booking it. Which like shocker, no matter what promotion, somebody's mad at the booker. But
fair, yeah, also.
Yeah, they're happy. They're not happy. They're not pushing their younger stars and pushing like older stars like Evil in that position. But all of it worked out. I think Takeshita was the right choice to win. As like New Japan is still, it's the one downside of like so many jumping to AEW and like a few jumping to WWE is like they have drained their like every star from that team. Like for the last few years, New Japan's definitely been in a rebuild. And like they're trying to find like right now their biggest star is Zack Sabre Jr. And like he put a few others up there, but like one of the biggest stars and their champion is Zack Sabre Jr. who like is also one of those people who you see within like once his contract's up, probably going to sign with AEW as well. Like it's one of those like it's great for AEW and for like North American fans, but it sucks for New Japan. Like I wish like New Japan had like was creating stars at a faster rate than they are right now, or like
I'm not a New Japan expert by any sense.
Neither
but
am I.
The talk the last number of years is like their main event core is aging, and they need to replenish. And losing a guy like Okada is big, and like Tanahashi's days are way behind him. So, that new crop of like the Clark Connors and those that class of the dojo kind of stepped up a little bit. But definitely they need to kind of replenish. I let my my New Japan World subscription lapse because I found that I was only watching Wrestle Kingdom and then not watching anything for the rest of the year. And I'm like, why am I paying $120 a year to watch one show? So I let that lapse. And sometimes I kind of wish I hadn't, because it'd be fun to check out some of that stuff that's going on.
Yeah. Like my brother is the like diehard New Japan fan. Like we used to every year, like one of the times we used to do it, like I think like we first started doing it for like AEW pay-per-views the day after, but also we started doing it for New Japan, for Wrestle Kingdom. We would do a yearly Wrestle Brunch where a few days after would air, like the Saturday after would air, we would get together and watch it, try to hold off on spoilers and watch New Japan and Wrestle Kingdom together. And like, that was like my major introduction to it. And like, it sucks because like the Wrestle Kingdoms have been less talked about last couple of years because they don't have that main event big star feel that you used to have with like Okada and like other people jumping in like Omega and stuff like it, Will Ospreay. Like you had those guys that had like that surefire 5-star main event match.
So wait, there's another Cartier besides you?
There is, yes. And
older brother or younger brher?
Older by 5 years.
Does he have a spectacular beard?
He has a beard. Yeah, he is. His is like I'm also, because full disclosure, in like 3 weeks, my brother's getting married, so I'm hitting the barber. Yeah, I got to hit the barber shop and get all this cleaned up. But yeah, he does. Like he keeps his beard a lot shorter. But yeah, he does rock a beard. My dad famously, like when he was younger, rocked a beard. But like when we both, my brother and he, like our entire lives, he had a mustache. He had a like thick mustache.
I think we need to get the other Cartier on the air here.
He has been in the past. He's been
really?
twice. Fabulous. He's hopped on. It's especially right now. He is incredibly busy and stressed out with his wedding coming up.
I can imagine. I've been there.
I got
twice.
Yeah, I got my suit for it. I just have to buy a shirt to go with it, and I'm ready to go. Like it was also like buying my suit. I was gonna get it tailored, but like when we went to the tailor yesterday, like you don't need to get anything tailored here. I'm like, literally when I bought it, I'm like, wow, I've never had a suit fit me so perfectly.
Nice
in my life. Like just off the rack, absolutely like the pants, jacket fit perfectly, and also on a crazy discount. I'm like, I've got to buy this suit. I'm very excited to chart out. I'm also doing the music. I am the one hitting play on their very curated playlist. As my thing as DJ.
Now that's a big responsibility. Are you prepared?
Oh, I am, to hit play and stop for speeches, because there is going to be no like deviating from the playlist. My brother's fiance is like finally curated for like each vibe of the wedding.
Now here's some Big Bad Boris trivia for you.
Yeah,
I have officiated a lesbian wedding. That is a true story.
Look at that.
Write that down in your Big Bad. That'll be a Quizplex question. True or false? Big Bad Boris has officiated a lesbian wedding. True.
Yeah. Yeah. AEW has set a record for most tickets sold for a stadium, for the stadium where Forbidden Door is happening, which is awesome.
Yeah, I heard they're like 16 or 17,000, which is definitely good.
Yeah, really awesome to see. Like, especially after this week, where it makes sense. We got more reports that WWE is going to continue their streak of counter programming AEW's big show, and they have a they're going to be making a yet to be named PLE to counter All Out. And apparently the rumor going is that they're going to run Brock versus Cena on that show, which makes me happier that I'm watching All Out are going to be in Toronto.
And yeah, they want to like have Cena's last match. They want to program that against Wrestle Dream or World's End or whatever. Like I said earlier, I don't want to be a fed bad guy, but it's hard not to be. And I'm not a gatekeeper, and I'm not that guy, or I like to think I'm not that guy, because I love everything. I love wrestling, no pun intended. But like, it just it stinks a little bit. It just gives me a little bit of the ick. Not to, I mean, the Brock Lesnar and all that stuff aside, gives me a bigger ick. But this, it's just, we don't see them as competition, but we're gonna F with them every chance we get. And I mean, there's room for all.
Yeah, I think this is the most admitting that they've done that AEW is competition. Especially, like, I think when they sign their deal with WB, like when when AEW got the like simulcast streaming with Max, is when like it coincides with WWE now counter programming every step they take, because they apparently their goal is for them not to get another TV deal after this one, which is again like
definitely making the rounds on the internet. And again, that, you know, take a grain of salt, but I mean, if that's true, again, it's very ick. And I think, like, back in the day, you know, with WCW and WWE, it was kind of different because there was no streaming and stuff, and you really did galvanize the audience. Whereas here, I mean, I don't think it galvanizes the audience as much as it did before, because, you know, people watch things on demand whenever they want to. So it's not like you necessarily, I mean, you'll have to pick one live, but I don't know. It's just, it stinks to me. It seems unnecessary and like a little petty, and room for all.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, what WWE is doing is not what's best for wrestling. It's solely what's best for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no other way to really look at it. So if WWE has their way, that means a whole bunch of wrestlers, producers, crew people would be out of a job again.
Yeah. And
then have no choice but to try to go to the very limited jobs at WWE, and their like satellite company at this point, TNA, which again, the rumors coming around this week was that WWE has the first right of refusal for anyone trying to buy TNA.
I think it's only a matter of time. And I think it's really bad I could see within the next like calendar year, but I think that's really bad for wrestling.
Yeah. It's very much like the to Bar NHL reference. They are like, it's almost like you have to offer sheet TNA to buy them.
Yeah.
Like they like I feel anyway, if people say like, AEW should buy TNA, and like if they give them any price, WWE is going to match it and buy it. Like there's also like Lorenzo Fertitta, who's the former owner of UFC, apparently interested in buying TNA, which again, I honestly feel like he's probably going to buy it, maybe keep it for a year and then sell it to WWE. Like if he buys it, because like he's also really close with TKO for obvious reasons, that it was his old company, and like Dana White runs like things. So it wouldn't be much difference in WWE buying it if Lorenzo Fertitta buys it. But yeah, I think we're looking at the like last days of the like not monopolized TNA set.
Yeah, the independent TNA. Like I think the WWE buying AAA was bad for the business.
Yeah,
And I know it's ironic because I think that AEW buying ROH was good, but it was more just because the ROH brand was going to disappear. And I know that sounds like I'm being very counter. I'm trying to find the word, but I don't know. I don't like the way things are going right now.
Yeah, like AAA, and we're going to talk a little bit about Triple Mania because I saw a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch the whole show yesterday. But like they on paper did great viewership on YouTube. Like I think they're at like a few like millions of views so far, and like had like 255,000 people watching live, something like that, maybe even more. But like it looks like they're happy with the numbers, and like it's great for a lot of the AAA talent who like the Americans didn't know or learning about. Like you did have people who, like, granted he was working the independents for like the last year or two, but Microman getting that like cool face off with Omos was like, again, somebody who a lot of WWE fans would love.
So Triple Mania as of now has 1.8 million views on YouTube.
Yeah. Which again, for a smaller company, getting 1.8 million views is in like less than 24 hours is really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of people wanted Dom to win. That was something that really bummed me out, was the amount the AAA audience, at least the audience there, really, really wanted Alberto Del Rio there, which Alberto Del Rio is a terrible human being who should not be on television, has a long history of horrific abuse.
Yeah, of not being a good dude.
Yeah. And it really like made me like, I felt bad for Vikingo, who's an incredibly talented wrestler, just getting booed out of there when he's supposed to be a babyface. Again, like Canadian Goose wants to wrestle Mr. Iguana. Again, you're talking about like something who this deal has greatly profited. It was like Mr. Iguana has become a star at the last show overnight.
Yep.
And gets featured on WWE products and has a shirt on WWE Shop.
Like, he had a t-shirt on the front page before the goddamn show was over. Like, I always say, the machine knows what it's doing.
Yeah. Like, for like the talent right now, it has been very successful for them, and like is like, it's a lot. It's, again, it has turned AAA into a sort of like feeding company for WWE. But like I'm happy. Like, the positive is I'm happy the staff there is getting paid. Like the wrestlers are going to be able to get contracts in North America, or not in America, not North America, it's Mexico, but like get contract in an American company after this, which like would be huge for them, and to grow their brands internationally. Like on that front, it's successful. It just like sucks for the independence of another company completely gone, and now they're doing exactly what WWE wants.
Yeah. I wonder how long before they go into Japan and maybe try to pick up something in Japan.
Yeah. Again, it's harder. I think they're looking at, like, they've been looking at it. They wanted New Japan, but again, their Tony Khan's ties to New Japan were already like pretty settled in by that point.
I'm thinking something like a Dragon Gate or like a smaller company like that. But who knows? Like, who knows what the next year will bring?
Well, like there was the rumors that, like, I think the other Khan, WWE's Khan, wanted Nick Khan, wanted, like, he made a comment that he wanted to work with New Japan, and like Tony Khan's like, that's not happening. We've already got this tight relationship. It was like 2 or 3 years ago where he mentioned it.
I vaguely remember that.
But like, it's clear what they're doing, and they are. It seems like a arms race to buy up or like strengthen relationship with international companies. like WWE straight buying company is like sucks again. What AEW is doing is a little different. Like they're working with New Japan and other companies and CMLL in Mexico, and they're also bringing attention to CMLL, like having MJF there at a recent, like having MJF work with them is good for them.
He's got one of their titles now. I don't know if it's like the main title, but it's a title.
No, I think it's a title. It's on the phone. Yeah, one of the Joshi feds like Stardom.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely a proxy war. Like and I agree with you. Like they do represent, like they still represent like the family friendly production, but like it's going, and I felt this for like the last 2 years. Like ever since like the election in the States, that they've been going the same way as UFC, in the like crowd is going to get increasingly more toxic as they continually court and do exactly like they make television for more right-wing audience.
Yeah,
like them bringing back people with accusations pushes people away. Like and I want to shout out, like there are a lot of great creators who immediately like stood up and like, no, this shit's gross. Like even though like they've got to figure out ways to make money, because like a lot of them are reaction streamers and they're different streamers that their paychecks count on WWE, but like they also like, this sucks, we don't like taking part of it, but like this is how we pay our bills right now, is by doing this. Like we built this brand and now we're successful, and WWE's making it very hard. Like it's been the same thing that's happened with UFC, where it's only a matter of time till Donald Trump is on TV there and shown in the front row. I feel like I feel we're like probably WrestleMania is like
which one, the Saudi one or the normal one?
Yeah,
actually, that sounds racist. I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah,
the Saudi one or the regular?
It wasn't, because they are rumored
scheduled one.
Yeah, they are rumored to make a WrestleMania in Saudi, a second WrestleMania, which at this point just make everything WrestleMania. Then if you're just gonna or just make a second list of all the pay-per-views in Saudi Arabia. So there's gonna be like Great Balls of Fire, Saudi Arabia.
Night one of Great Balls of Fire, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. They're going to have a entire proxy calendar of WWE shows that are also Saudi shows.
Evolution won't be one of them. Oh, did I say the quiet part out loud? I'm sorry.
Well, they are letting them, but like,
I mean, it's fair. I mean, it sucks you have to give them credit for that, and that's like the whole point, I think, is like it sucks you have to be, hey, it's cool that the women get to wrestle in Saudi now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's the most like craven, money hungry thing, like most blatant, like, because it's literally like for years you have marketed, from its very beginning, you have marketed WrestleMania as the Super Bowl, the World Series of your calendar. And it's like the NFL being like, oh yes, there's a second Super Bowl now in Saudi Arabia.
Maybe the Raiders can play in that one.
They still wouldn't make it.
I really hitched my wagon to a bad team, but I've got merchandise now, so I'm entrenched. But maybe in a couple of years, you know?
The NFL is like, it's not hard for teams to bounce back and be good. Like all they need is one or two good drafts and like a competent GM. And
oh, that's all.
Yeah, but it's not that hard for a team to turn around and be a playoff team in the NFL. I would say like the Eagles were struggling for years, and for like a few years, and turned it around. Like when like after we won the Super Bowl, we struggled for like 2 years afterwards. Before we like hired Nick Sirianni as head coach, and like our draft pick started paying off, and we made some good move, like a couple good moves, and we're back to a like perennial playoff team. But yeah, it is possible. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Like I think the New York Giants are going to be a very interesting team coming this year. Like, I think they could be the sort of like upset either 1 or 2 in the NFC East.
How long till week 1? Was it good?
It's September 4th. It's the first game is Dallas Philly is like the launch, and then that's that weekend. That's the first weekend.
Oh, so we still got some time to go. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like we can go over some of the Triple Mania results. Like we mentioned earlier, was main evented with a fatal 4-way between Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee, El Grande Americano, and Vikingo. This was it was a fun match. It was like, again, like any lucha match, very high speed. The crowd was weird. For like it was very weird that they it threw me off that somebody who doesn't watch Triple A regular, they're booing Vikingo that much, because like I really like Vikingo, and like he's so talented and the right person to be champion in that company. But they were booing the hell out of him. They were pretty much cheering the heels in that one. They were cheering Dominic Mysterio was very much over with the crowd, and somehow, in spite of everything, El Grande Americano was like pretty well liked within that crowd.
Is that still Chad Gable, or is Little Big
Kaiser? No, Chad Gable's injured.
I don't understand that story.
There's 3 different El Grande Americanos that they're running now. They've straight started a Spider-Verse.
It's like the Villanos.
Yeah, and like 2 of them came out at the end of the part, like as the everyone interferes near the end of the match type thing. Which AJ Styles came out, was the one in the hoodie, in the magic hoodie where we don't know who's who, and screwed over Dominic Mysterio, who was so close to winning, but hit him with the Styles Clash, and then Vikingo hit him with the 450 or 640, something like that.
780.
Yeah,
I don't know, whatever.
But, yeah.
It's only good in Wrestling Society X and nowhere else.
Yeah. Like Vikingo is somebody who I'd like to see WWE do more with in platform more, because I think he's very talented. But again, like they like, my video's back. So did it glitch out for you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're good.
You entered the Matrix for a second there.
Yeah.
But you're back.
But yeah, I think Vikingo is somebody WWE could would be very cool to see on TV. And like if they give him an opportunity to show off what he has, like he is incredibly talented. But yeah, also this week, something I really wanted to talk about, which I was very happy about and watched, because I stayed home from work the Monday, so I was able to watch the majority of it. I also don't sleep much, so like it was wild to like pass out for an hour and wake up, and I had it on in the background the entire time. Was the 24-hour live stream, which Evil Uno put on, like it's with Mystery Wrestling in association with C4 Wrestling, because every year C4 Wrestling does a charity benefit called Fighting Back, which was happened on Friday, where they raise money for the Canadian Cancer Society, which I've mentioned before. A lot of members of my family have had cancer, including my dad and my uncle, who both passed away from cancer, from different forms of cancer. And the Canadian Cancer Society has like helped their family a lot. Like just now, my aunt who's struggling with breast, who's like hopefully on the other end of breast cancer right now, needed to like stay over there, and they like pay for like the majority of like very cheap housing and pay for your meals while you're getting radiation treatment, among other stuff the Canadian Cancer Society does. But they do a yearly benefit for the Canadian Cancer Society, and this year, usually Evil Uno does some sort of live stream, and this year he decided to make the unofficial. It's only unofficial because it would cost, and this is with the Guinness Book of World Records knowing that they're doing a charity stream, that they still quoted them $17,000 for Guinness to come and make it an official record.
Yeah, I think we looked into that for MRB's thing as well, and it's not as easy as one might think. But they smashed their money goal. I threw a few bucks. I am not a wealthy man by any stretch of the imagination, but I threw a few bucks in on behalf of independent wrestling commentators. So yeah, but they did really well.
Yeah, like they put up both halves of the stream on YouTube right now. If you are an insane person and want to watch 24 hours of wrestling, but like. There's like just bobbing in there to any insanity throughout, like the whole crew there. Like I was occasionally messaging Katrina Creed throughout to check in on her mental state. And like backstage, like what was going on backstage, as like the whole crew there from both, like a lot of them were the Keep students, where part in the middle of a match to give people a break. Stu Grayson taught his regular 7 p.m. class in the middle of the match.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like
that's
the two people fighting were like go to fight in the back, and then Stu Grayson just brought up chairs to the side of the ring and started teaching his class to some of his students to give everyone a rest.
That's fantastic.
There was I think I tuned in at like midnight, and the genius Cecil Nix was wrestling himself had to be like half an hour ish of him like DDTing himself, throwing him like there's no one else in the ring. It's just him beating himself up and taking ridiculous bumps and then throwing himself through a door again. There was a prolonged, for what had to be like an hour, of them taking turns lightly beating each other up with a bucket, like the most genteel bucket shots in history at like 7-8 a.m. And like you saw them, they were, and Evil Uno brought it up during the broadcast, was when he came in, everyone was bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, like super excited, and like by like the halfway point,
our
life was sucked out of him, and they're all staring at him like, "Why would you do this to us?" You know, like it started to feel like the Stanford prison experiment, where like people are trying to escape, and like, why are these guards keeping us here?
I believe it, man. But yeah, I heard like 38 grand.
Yeah,
was the last that I heard.
It was for the stream itself. The live stream, I think they were going to count the donation they got earlier, which they didn't count initially, which was like everyone who I think it was $300 to get a poster board of yourself put up in the crowd. So they didn't add that yet. I think it was $36,000 from the live stream itself. And after fighting back on Friday, they did a total of $133,000.
Did they really?
Yeah,
wow, right. That's fabulous. Great job.
And they're still counting and still taking donations. Yes, but that's also because Jim Cornette hates fun. And
true. Yes,
it's funny because very much the person playing the Jim Cornette role, if people know the mystery wrestling lore, is Stu Grayson, who is anti any comedy in wrestling. He is the current mystery wrestling champion, and he was trying to stop them from breaking the record near the end. As like the last seconds tick, he hit his finisher, and like as 3, 2, 1, I'm scratching. There we go. We're good. As like the last few seconds tick, him having a meltdown as they set the record, and then him winning the match, and everyone immediately pushing him to the ground and celebrating with Junior Benito instead, who lost the match, but it's like helped them set the record, and lifting up Junior Benito. And everyone starts chanting for Evil Uno as he's also having a meltdown. Like, do not chant for Evil Uno. He did nothing. Although Uno himself went in at like late at night to take some bumps and wrestle for a bit. I think also to get blood flowing in his legs, because he did sit and doing commentary for almost the entire show. For the entire show, he took breaks for like maybe 10-15 minute breaks. Like he took one break, and Speedball and Veda straight up took over from their house. They were commenting on like a couple of bit, like early one morning.
That's the link down below if they're still taking donations, which it looks like they are. So, you know, feel free. I threw in $25 and challenged on X, challenged any indie wrestling commentators to match that. So, you know, it still goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave a little money myself too, but it was a great cause. It happens every year. And like I was a little sad couldn't make it out to C4 this year for Fighting Back. But hopefully next year, and hopefully I can make it to their season premiere coming up. But yeah, all in all, anytime you can get down on wrestling, and there's like WWE especially gave you a reason recently too. There is so many great companies and so many great people. Like I somebody who's been to a few C4 shows. If you're like ever going to be in the Ottawa-Gatineau region or like live near there and haven't been to a C4 show, that whole place feels so much like a family out of like any like independent company. Like the crowd is like, it's a lot of the same people going every time, and it's a great crowd and like a lot of fun. Like they and also like throughout the 24-hour stream, there are a lot of different guests. Like Nyla Rose closed it out as they were saying the record, and Evil Uno was losing his mind near the end. Like the fact that he had to drive himself to the airport to go to work right afterwards is insane.
Oh, really?
He had to fly out. He had to fly out to AEW. He had to go for tapings. So like he had no break at all in 24 hours. Like I don't think he didn't sleep. He had time to like eat, drink water a little bit, like 10-15 minute breaks here or there, where like he let somebody else take over commentary for a bit. But yeah, it was a truly like heartwarming, so much fun to watch, and like having friends there doing it, and like for them it's a once in a lifetime experience to do something so crazy and so ambitious as to also set they think the record is at 21 hours 45 minutes and like 2 seconds. I think something like that is their record for the world's longest match, which it was a lot of fun. It does get really ridiculous really quick, but like you got at like after all this, after like 21 hours, Junior Benito doing a 450 splash on Stu Grayson. Like those guys were absolutely exhausted. Like if you Katrina Creed actually has a vlog up where you get to see how they tried to sleep, which is them pushing the chairs together to form. Some of them formed a bed. You get the reveal that Junior Benito sleeps with his eyes half open, which is super creepy.
I've seen people do that, and it is very creepy.
Yeah, like they everyone trying to find a corner to sleep in between their shifts in the match. But yeah, it was a like truly like congratulations to C4 Wrestling and Mystery Wrestling, Evil Uno, Mark from C4, everyone there, as like it's a fundraiser for Frank Morin. It started as like a fundraiser, but like now it's to help benefit the Canadian Cancer Society, and it's in memory of Frank Morin every year, one of the people who used to wrestle for C4 and like a beloved member of their family. But yeah, it's so much fun. And if you like, anytime you just click through randomly, you're going to see either somebody on commentary, with Evil Uno, like early on, Orange Cassidy was there, and he also donated a bunch of money to not only get a poster board of himself, but asked that Dominic Toretto and I forget the other dude from the other dude from the Fast and the Furious franchise, the dude that passed away, I forget his character's name, but have poster boards of them put up behind him too. So you randomly had Paul Walker. Yeah, Paul Walker's character. I'm blanking on his name, but Paul Walker's character. So you had a poster board, and the crowd was Paul Walker, Dominic Toretto, and Orange Cassidy. He dropped money for all three of them to be in the crowd.
Fabulous.
But yeah, like the whole thing was so much fun, and like for a great cause. And it's like, yeah, this is why I love wrestling here, because you can be ridiculous. And there was like in between like spatters of great wrestling. Like everyone there is so talented, and for them to put together a match, especially a match as ridiculous like this, for 21 hours is insane. and like they clearly were all sleep deprived and exhausted, but had a lot of fun doing it.
That's what we do in Canada, baby. That's how we roll. All right, what else you want to talk about? Because I got to go shopping. I'm going Facebook Marketplace shopping. I'm going treasure hunting today.
Ooh, well, like, what does that entail? You've got like a bunch of places you're hitting up?
I potentially, yes. I'm currently in negotiations.
What are you looking at?
I'm afraid I can't divulge that information.
Oh.
Like sporting apparel.
Oh, look at that. Every so often I see something really good. I'm like, is it worth it? I don't want to talk to random people ever.
Like you got to hang out there for an hour and, here's your money. Here's your gimmick. Now, see ya.
Yeah. But yeah, like, we can talk a little bit about Forbidden Door. I think we're going to do a full background, like a full preview next week. Wait, does it air this Saturday? I think it airs Sunday, right?
I think it's, let me see. Hang on a second.
It says the 24th. Yeah, Sunday. That'd be a week
24th. I have the card right in front of me.
Yeah, we can preview, like we're going to do a full preview next week. But what are you excited for right now about Forbidden Door?
I love me some Hiromu Takahashi. It was cool to see him just kind of show up on TV out of the blue. I think the lights out steel cage match is going to be incredible stupidity, and I mean that in a complimentary, fun way. Like all of it, like Okada and Swerve's going to be really good. Interested to see who the Stardom person is going to be. I don't know much about Stardom, but I know everything I've seen I've liked. I haven't watched Collision yet, but I see Nigel McGuinness won that match, so he's going to get another shot in front of his hometown fans. So, like top to bottom, it's going to be a lot of there's some decent storyline stuff with Christian and Cope and Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne Wayne's hot mom. And there's going to be lots of good work as well. I think this is going to be a fun show.
Oh yeah, like I think Tony Storm versus Athena has a chance to steal the show.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Like that is one of those matches that, like, honestly, I think Athena could win that match. Like, because you're also running out of people who can believably beat Tony Storm.
Yeah.
And I think somebody who's been the forever ROH champion.
It's almost 1,000 days now, I've heard.
Yeah. Like, who's been carrying ROH on their back for so long in a desperate attempt for anyone to watch on Honor Club. Like, working their ass off for ROH and like been like this shining light there. I'm very excited for Athena to get a big pay-per-view, AEW pay-per-view match. And like, I very much would not be surprised if she beats Athena, because like I think she's one of the more believable challengers who can beat Tony Storm.
I agree.
I think they were dragging on a little bit, but like it was like nothing then everything all at once is a type deal with the Cope and Christian reunion. It was like we've been waiting for it for so long, and then they just they did rush. Like, they also were running out of time to do it because they clearly wanted the match at Forbidden Door, and at least this match, because they're also almost definitely gonna have a match at All Out, probably for the tag team titles. Like I think they needed to do something with them, and like I don't think like them can. It would have been silly if they just like sort of grinned at each other and didn't do anything. Like they still teasing it that like Christian's not fully into it yet.
Yeah, I think Christian's swerving him and he's going to turn on him again.
Yeah, because they either that or they're prepping. They're going to have a like as like the insane thing as their first tag match since the invasion, WWF invasion.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's been that long.
Oh.
Long live the Alliance. But yeah, I think it would be funny if all the rumors that came out with MVP and stuff wanting a younger tag team to beat them, and it's Cope and Christian that beats them for the tag team titles.
I don't think it's going to happen myself, but who knows? It could be.
Like I'm like happy to see it because like it's one of those things we just haven't seen forever, and I think they're probably going to have a match at All Out against probably FTR. I think that's what's next for them. Yeah, like Takahashi versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title is again another match could be really, really cool. And then that insane, like everyone praying for Tanahashi's knees.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought when he was announced for that one. But
in that steel cage match, like the fact that Darby Allin's the healthiest person in that match is insane.
This will probably be Tanahashi's last match in the UK, then I would assume, right?
Yeah, I'd assume as much. But yeah, like they've got this card is there's definitely gonna be more matches added to it, probably like the pre-show matches as well.
Well, they got to get the Costco cookie eating kid on there somehow, and whatever else. I don't know.
Excuse me, sir. That's the Rizzler, and damn it, I'm blanking on the
other 2. See, exactly. Thank you for proving my point, Lawrence.
It's funny because the Rizzler,
turn the microphones off right now.
The Rizzler has outshined them so much that he's now the bigger star out of the 3.
Is that the little kid that does this all the time? That's going to end up
Big Boom AJ. Thank you.
He's going to end up a child star casualty.
That's only one boom for Big Bad Boris, disrespecting the family.
Terribly sorry.
I was actually at Costco yesterday, and I like my mom doesn't like I was with her because she has a Costco card and I don't, and all this stuff I wanted to pick up. But like I almost wanted to go grab a hot dog, and we were there early. It was like 9 a.m. I'm like, I kind of wanted a hot dog at 9 a.m. with like the double chunk chocolate cookies.
I've had worse breakfast than that. I'm not gonna lie.
I would on my brother's bachelor party, we had the leftovers of the po' boy sandwiches. So that was, I think it was like cod or no, I had shrimp po' boy in the morning, like deep fried. It was honestly really good. Ice cold shrimp, deep fried shrimp. Good breakfast. Boris. That's going to do it for this week. Next week, we're going to have a full Forbidden Door preview, go through every match. As for you, we'll be back hosting AEW Dynamite this week, right?
Yes, I'll be back again on this very channel doing the AEW Dynamite watch along. So feel free to come hang out with that. I'm working on something cool for next week for Saturday Night Love, but I don't want to say anything in case I can't get it done. You can follow me on the X thing right there. And support your local independent professional wrestling because that's where it's at, baby.
Yep. As for me, you can follow me at CartSandyG on all the socials, and I'll be back here next week to set up Forbidden Door right before it happens. Hopefully, if I remember the time, because it's in England. So we might have an earlier version of Brunch. That depends the time of Forbidden Door. But I want to thank everyone for hanging out.
It's 1 p.m. Eastern, according to this graphic I'm looking at.
So we maybe go 11 a.m. or maybe we do a simulcast with the pre-show.
There you go. Now you're thinking like a wise man.
I'll message
I'm going
Zach
to see Deftones that day, and I'm so freaking excited because I've never seen Deftones before. Oh, can't wait. Lawrence, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yep, I'm almost back to 100%. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with us today. Ophelia, Fernando, Maria, as always, Canadian Goose. I really do hope you get your match with Mr. Iguana, hopefully at LPW. And Zach for reminding us about National Pineapple Juice Day, although that did brings up deep family strife. Again, we'll see you back here next week talking for AEW Forbidden Door. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend, and we will see you back here next week. Bye-bye.